Thanks for having me.
This is a big deal, too. We're talking about MP Materials. They're going to be building a $1 billion rare earth magnet factory in Northlake. This is a tremendous announcement, and it has a lot of implications. What can you tell us about it, though?
Yeah, so they're in Northlake, north of Fort Worth. The company said today, hey, they're going to build a $1.25 billion rare earth magnet plant with about 1,500 employees eventually. And we broke the news back in January. They're considering this move, followed the incentives that were approved. But today the company said, hey, you know what, it's official, they're moving ahead. So yes, big news if you care about rare earth magnets, which actually I found out we all do. We just may not know it.
Yeah, I think we all care about using them, but we may not know all of the things that they are in. You've probably heard, some of the discussion about rare earths. China always comes up in this discussion because they sort of own the market worldwide anyway. But the U.S. has been trying to get into that and produce its own rare earths. Talk a little bit about why this is so important, Will.
Yeah, I think it's like 90% plus that China owns controls of the production of these magnets, which, was always kind of uncomfortable for people, but it wasn't too much of an issue until, trade war breaks out or trade hostilities break out, and it gets expensive, and it's, sometimes even impossible to import those. They're used in electronics, so your phones, computers. They're also used in missiles and defense, so it's critical to national security as well. And that has led to the company being kind of highly sought after, and there were quite a lot of incentives approved. As I mentioned, we were covering the incentives process. Incentives approved at the city, county, state level to bring this company here. And they're hoping they can kind of jumpstart U.S. domestic production of these critical magnets.
Okay, so you have this, it's a win for the company, obviously. They got a lot of incentives out of this. A win for the country because, it's almost a national security issue to be able to produce your own rare earths. Also a big win, though, for Hillwood, the company that owns the land in Northlake and is controlled by Ross Perot Jr. Pretty big for them as well.
I think that, and it was funny because Ross Perot Jr. was just in the news for helping bring, they just cut the ribbon for Scotiabank's big office here in Dallas that we've talked about. So often in the news, and I think you could argue pretty convincingly that Ross Perot Jr. is, probably the most influential business person in town, maybe the most influential person in town, period. And yes, big win for Hillwood and for the company as well.
As Will said, they were the first to break the news about MP Materials considering this, and now they've brought us full circle with the big announcement here. So as always, check out more from our partners at the Dallas Business Journal who broke this story this morning on their website. Just check them out there. Will, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Jason.
And good work.